All right, buckle up guys. The FMCSA noticed some holes in their process to disqualify drivers. So if that is you, things are gonna get a little bumpy as things get even more strict with these drivers. We all know that safety is the most important thing to the FMCSA. So when they look at data and notice that CMV crashes are way higher than passenger vehicles and they're more likely to have fatalities, they get a little concerned and start throwing out new regulations to fix the problem. First of all, a disqualification is the withdrawal of a person's CDL. When this happens, that person would be unable to legally drive a CMV. And this could be temporary or permanent, from 60 days to forever. The length of time for this disqualification depends on the severity of the offense. Now, I won't go into too much detail here because the levels of severity can differ from state to state, so we could be here talking for hours. But we can take a look at the good old state of Pennsylvania as an example. To start, the main thing you need to know is that there are serious traffic offenses and major traffic offenses. In Pennsylvania, serious offenses could be things like following too close, failing to yield in construction zones, reckless driving, speeding of course, the many different ways of improper passing, and more. In Pennsylvania, if you are convicted of 2 serious traffic offenses within 3 years, you'd be disqualified from driving a CMV for 60 days. If you're convicted of 3 in the same time frame, the disqualification goes up to 120 days. If you have questions, feel free to call or email us or fill out the form below and we'd be happy to help you out. Okay, but what about major traffic violations? Well, just so you know, those are worse. A major traffic offense is what can lead to that lifetime disqualification I was talking about. But the kicker here is that some of these major offenses could apply when something happens in your personal car. Let's say you go out with the boys on Friday and have a few drinks. When you're leaving, you're thinking, I'm fine, I can drive. I only had 3 beers this time. Last time I had 8 beers and made it home fine. Wait, this isn't my car. Okay, sorry, maybe you can hold your alcohol better than I can. Well, what you didn't count on is that DUI checkpoint that is so conveniently placed on your way home. You also didn't think about the fact that you were drinking IPAs for the first time, which are way stronger. So you get pulled over, randomly of course, they make you blow, you're over the legal limit, and off to jail you go. Well, that is one of those major offenses in your personal vehicle that will lead to a disqualification from a CMV. And that is only one example. There are a bunch of others in PA that can lead to major issues for truck drivers. Just take a look at this list. I know, it's crazy, right? Now, you can have your CDL restored, but if you did the crime, you gotta do the time. So just serve the time required and pay any fees and you should be good to go. Now, the FMCSA did do some detective work because they wanted to know how states deal with these violations. Do they catch all the bad stuff? Do they disqualify drivers when they should? As it turns out, there's room for improvement. They found that there are lots of points in the process where things can go wrong, from the cop issuing the violation to the court decision. In addition to records getting lost, sometimes serious violations can get downgraded in court. And even after disqualification, there's a big chance that it would not even be detected in a roadside inspection. The FMCSA has made recommendations to fix the issue, which you can read about in the article linked below, but the gist of it is the paperwork needs to be tightened up, officers need better training, and we need to dig deeper into disqualifications to find any patterns. If you have any questions or concerns about these rules, you can call or email us at the information on the screen or just fill out the form below, and one of our DOT compliance specialists will help you out.